All right, everyone, here we are, day 14. For 2 weeks, we've been exploring the deepest hidden corners of the mind, and we've navigated some really complex stuff together. But today, we bring it all home. We're moving beyond just decoding the mind. Today, we learn how to become its master.
Think back on this journey for a second. Gaslighting, love bombing, the silent treatment, these aren't just trendy buzzwords, are they? We've learned they're very real psychological tools designed to control and confuse, to make you second-guess your own reality, to overwhelm you with fake affection, or to punish you with icy silence. Just being able to put a name to these shadows was our first critical step.
And I get it. This series hasn't always been comfortable. Peeking into these darker sides of human behavior can feel pretty unsettling. But you stayed with it, and that, right there, shows some real courage. So, let's finally ask the most important question of all.
What was the point of all this? I mean, why spend 13 days digging into manipulation, narcissism, and coercion? It's a totally fair question, and honestly, the answer is everything.
I want to be crystal clear about this. The goal of this series was never to make you paranoid or to make you fear the world. Not at all. It was the exact opposite. It was about handing you a lantern to carry in the dark, to arm you with the bright light of awareness so you can walk through this world with confidence and, most importantly, with clarity.
Okay, let's dive into that. Because this knowledge we've gathered isn't just a collection of facts. It's a tool, a really powerful one. Let's call it what it is, the weapon of wisdom.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The second you can identify what's happening, the moment you can think to yourself, that's gaslighting, or, okay, this is an appeal to guilt, it's like its invisible power just vanishes. You stop being an actor in their drama and become an observer of their strategy. And that's when the emotional fog starts to lift.
So, the big question is, how do we use this awareness when we're in the heat of the moment? I want to give you a simple, practical shield that you can pull up anytime, anywhere. It's called the 3S formula.
It's so simple to remember. Stop, scan, and select. This is your personal 3-step defense system for taking back control in any high-pressure situation. Let's break it down step by step.
First up, stop. When you feel that surge of emotion, you know the one, that rush of anger, confusion, or guilt, that's your signal. A manipulator wants you to have an emotional reaction. They're hoping you'll lose it so they can turn it back on you. By just stopping, taking a deep breath, and saying nothing for a moment, you create this incredibly valuable space between what they did and how you react. Okay, so you've created that pause. Now you move to step 2, scan. This is where all that knowledge we've been building comes into play. You're not just feeling the situation anymore. You're analyzing it. You're putting on your detective hat.
And what are you scanning for, exactly? You're looking for the patterns we've been talking about. Are they twisting a little piece of truth inside a much bigger lie? Are they trying to make you feel guilty or afraid? Are they pushing you for an answer right now so you don't have time to think? This scan is you, in real time, identifying their playbook.
And this all leads us to the final, most empowering step of all. Once you've stopped and you've scanned, you can now consciously select your response. And notice I said response, not reaction.
See, a reaction is exactly what the manipulator wants. It's defensive, it's emotional, it's impulsive, and it basically hands them all the control. But a response is a total game changer. It's calm, it's deliberate, it's thoughtful, it comes from a place of awareness, not just pure instinct. A response keeps the power right where it belongs, with you.
And this brings us to a much deeper point. All this knowledge, it doesn't just teach you how to defend yourself. It actually presents you with a choice, a fundamental choice about the kind of person you want to be. This is what I call the master's choice.
I want you to really think about this metaphor. The knowledge itself is neutral, right? A knife can be used by a surgeon to heal and save a life, or it can be used to cause harm. The exact same thing is true for understanding human psychology. The only thing that matters is the intent behind it. When that intent is all about personal gain, with zero regard for the other person, well, that's manipulation. It's one-sided by its very definition. It's about controlling and coercing, usually by creating feelings of guilt, fear, and confusion. But those same principles can be used for positive influence. Think about it. A great teacher influences a student to fall in love with learning. A good leader influences their team to work towards a shared goal.
Ethical influence is open, it respects people's choices, and it's all about creating a win-win.
So at the end of the day, the choice is pretty clear. A wise person uses this knowledge to protect themselves, yes, but also to understand others better, to set healthy boundaries, and communicate more effectively. A cowardly person uses it to control, to exploit weaknesses for their own selfish reasons.
And that brings us right here, to our final message. After all this time spent looking into the shadows, this is the light I want you to carry forward with you.
You now have the tools you need to make sure you never become a victim. But you also have the kind of knowledge that could, if you're not careful, be twisted to make you a manipulator. Those are the two traps, right? The path of powerlessness and the path of corrupted power. We're aiming for a third way.
And that's the whole point. Become the master of your own mind. Understand your own emotions, know your own triggers, and be clear about your own intentions. Because real mastery isn't about controlling other people, it's about having unwavering control and clarity inside yourself. That is real psychological strength.
And with that, our series comes to a close. I just want to personally thank you for taking this deep dive with us here at the Thought Lab. Your commitment to understanding these tough ideas is truly what makes this community so special. Go carry this knowledge with wisdom. Be the light.